What's good with y'all? We back with a motherfucking another one. We got the 12 craziest beats in the last 10 years. So yeah, nigga, I fuck with the NBA. I know about a decent amount of these beats. We know they're gonna talk about the KD, Westbrook, probably the Dylan Brooks, LeBron. But it's probably some shit I don't know about, so we finna get into it, nigga. We like to see beef. Let's get into it.
With Kobe, Isaiah Thomas hating Michael Jordan, and Bird's
it might be time that we watch The Last Dance. That shit just, man.
Modern NBA, there have been plenty of
like niggas can't wait to, bro. I hope I'm alive when that LeBron Last Dance come out, nigga. Can't miss that one. Can't miss that one, bro.
And in this video,
ain't no telling.
Over the craziest beefs in recent
they better be working on that shit. Fuck it right now. You know what I'm saying?
Sports world yesterday.
Get started right now.
He's gonna be leaving the Oklahoma City Thunder to join the Golden State Warriors.
It was 2016 when Kevin Durant left.
I had to gain back respect for KD after he done this. Like these past couple of years, I'm just now starting to fuck with KD again. But now, I fuck with KD again.
Like, for a team that just defeated
you know what I'm saying?
Him in the playoffs.
But when he first did this, bro,
to his partner in crime, Russell Westbrook, Russ felt betrayed, which inspired him to make a commercial about it.
Some run, some make runways.
But if Russ hated Durant, the entirety of Oklahoma City hated him
even
more. And when Durant first came back wearing a different jersey, the hostility was palpable.
It's not even that, bro. He left to the team that beat him in the playoffs. Like, that's, come on, bro. That was, you know what I'm saying?
He touched the ball, people booed. And there were hundreds of insulting banners, most notably calling Durant a snake and a cupcake. And when Russ and KD got into an argument in the middle of the floor, the roof in the...
My fault, just a random thought, because I was just watching Victorious. It was an episode when they made that big-ass cupcake. My fault, bro, but I just watched the episode. It reminded me of that, bro.
Westbrook and Durant were teammates again, both representing the Western All-Stars. Durant was even trying to make amends, but Westbrook refused to give him any attention. During the game, Russ and KD finally connected for an alley-oop, which caused a sigh of relief for their teammates and the whole arena. But this brief moment of happiness was short-lived.
That's all that happened. You just do it loud. It's basketball.
It's basketball.
In their second matchup that season, when Enes Kanter went to speak with Durant,
Westbrook be going at it with that nigga, bro. When he going for a shot, I saw the compilation. He tried to swat that shit like. Man, look at Melo, bro.
However, I forgot. Over the years, this beef cooled off, and Durant and Westbrook are back to being friends. But that's not something we can say about James Harden and Daryl Morey. For the past decade, the marriage between the Beard and his general manager seemed perfect. But in the end, resembled Johnny Depp and Amber Heard.
He a weird nigga,
back
for
in
real though.
Morey was the one who insisted on bringing Harden to Houston. He set up the entire roster around his favorite player and his silky skill set, greatly popularizing the three-point revolution we're seeing today. Harden had all the benefits that a superstar can get. He was the sheriff,
that Houston Harden, bro. That's something that niggas ain't even for real experience, bro. That's crazy to like niggas ain't even get the experience that come on, bro.
Done everything that I can.
Niggas ain't even get the experience. Niggas probably ain't even experience that, bro.
I don't think it can be fixed. So,
but when the ring eluded the Rockets,
come on, man,
to Brooklyn, and when it didn't work out there, Daryl Morey grabbed him and reunited with James. After his first season in Philadelphia, Harden took approximately $14 million less than what he was supposed to get with a player option, so the team could sign veteran forward PJ Tucker. From the outside, it looked like a noble move from Harden, but don't be fooled. James and Morey had an agreement in principle that would sign Harden for a maximum deal in the next offseason, worth over $200 million. But a lot can happen in a year. After the Sixers suffered an embarrassing loss to the Celtics in the 2023 playoffs, with Harden playing poorly in clutch moments of the series, many people wondered if Harden still deserved a max deal. And those same questions were bothering Morey, who had two options. He would either stay loyal to Harden and honor his word, or he'd do his job and stay responsible for the long-term benefit of the 76ers, who would potentially be stuck with a bad contract and very little flexibility. In the end, Morey did his job and screwed Harden over, not offering him an extension. Of course, Harden was disappointed and angry, asking for a trade. But as the trade options were very slim, James had to show up for the Sixers training
Tyrese Maxey.
He expressed his absolute disgust
come on, man.
for the GM.
Dallas finest, nigga. What you niggas talking about, nigga? I don't know why I had a necklace in my hand, but I had one.
It appears James Harden has gotten his wish.
Sources told ESPN overnight the Sixers agreed to a complicated deal, sending Harden to the LA Clippers.
Ultimately, his wish was granted. And
Hey,
got
he didn't have a bad season either.
traded
So
to the Clippers.
The Clippers, he
It's
didn't
safe
have
to
a bad
say
season
that
with these
he'll never
niggas.
earn $200 million from an NBA contract again.
He was playing decent even in the playoffs. Nigga
However,
needed
this
he
is
needed
not
help
the
though.
only notable Harden beef. Before his dispute with Morey, he hated somebody else, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Back in 2018, these two were in the middle of a fierce battle for MVP. Giannis had played one of the most versatile seasons in NBA history, averaging 28, 12, and 6, with over a steal and
Hopefully
a block
this
per
nigga
game,
stay fucking
and shot
healthy.
58% from the field.
Like,
on the
come
other
on.
hand, there was Harden, who had arguably the best scoring season
Ugh.
ever. Apart from a couple of guys named Will
Step backs,
Michael.
man.
The Beard averaged 36 points, 6 rebounds, and 7.5 assists.
That's
including a
crazy,
streak of
bro.
32 games with 30 points or more.
Come on,
However,
bro.
the MVP went to Giannis, and naturally Harden was disappointed, making several comments about the injustice he suffered. But the actual beef started the next season, with a little help from Charles Barkley.
I'm between Kemba and Trae Young.
Wait, you don't
But I
want
gotta
the,
go.
you don't want the dribbler?
This nigga said between Kemba and Trae Young. Nah, that's crazy. Oh wow, that's crazy.
I want somebody that's gonna pass the ball. That's what I want.
Giannis Antetokounmpo makes a joke on the air about, I want to take someone who can pass. I'm taking Kemba Walker instead of James Harden.
No, I ain't even see this shit.
I don't see what the choke is, but I didn't even see it. You know, I don't pay attention to stuff like that.
Nah, you saw
I
that.
just know none of them can mess with me.
You saw that shit, nigga. You saw
While
that
this
shit.
was lighthearted banter, Antetokounmpo took it up a notch when he played against the Rockets.
Nah, he done that. Nah, this nigga Giannis, bruh. He playing that nice guy shit. Hell no. He got me fooled. He playing that nice guy shit. Like, I saw that highlight, but nah, nigga, he done that shit on purpose, nigga.
James Harden was guarding. You know, that's who we thought.
But he played it all slick though, like he was trying to pass that.
Personal, and Harden had to give a rebuttal.
Nah, Giannis a funny nigga, bro.
Running with 7 feet and running just dunk.
Oh, yeah, okay, I remember that running just dunk. I remember that though.
I gotta actually learn how to play basketball, how to have skill. You know, I take that any day.
Another pair of current All-Stars had a very fun beef. And thankfully, this one happened on the court, and not just through
Luka
the beef.
fucking Magic, nigga.
2022 playoffs, the Phoenix Suns took a 2-0 lead.
Fuck
against
the
Nets.
Celtics, nigga.
And when the reporters asked about Luka's defense and
Nigga
targeting
shitted on
the
us.
pick and roll, Devin Booker and Chris Paul looked at each other and laughed. But Luka soon proved that mocking him wasn't such a good idea.
I watched that game.
As Dallas won the
Yeah.
next 2 games and tied the series.
I watched
But
that.
the
Woo!
Suns didn't learn, and they had to do it again. In Game 5 of the series, the Suns were winning the game when Devin Booker drove to the basket and got fouled, after which he rolled all over the floor and mockingly named this move. After the game, as he was walking out of the tunnel, Luka shouted out Michael Jordan's famous phrase. And Luka was always the one to back up his trash.
Yeah.
He won Game 6 in a blowout, but it was only a teaser to an incoming storm. For Game 7 in Phoenix, where the Suns had won every game of the series, they suddenly couldn't buy a bucket. The Suns ended the first half with a 30-point deficit.
Like,
and
niggas was hooping, like, bro. Dinwiddie was out there. I'm like, niggas was playing at their body. Jalen Brunson was on my aim. Now I kind of missed that team a little bit, bro. Like, nigga, Dinwiddie was cooking. I think Dinwiddie came back though, but niggas ain't rocking with Dinwiddie since what he said. And
Luka scored
he said something with when he went to the Lakers. Then he gonna come right back
as
to
many
us.
points as the entire Suns team. Before the end of the third quarter, Phoenix was down by
But nah,
46
nigga, everybody was hooping. Like, nigga, I'm telling you, Dinwiddie was. I'm like, nigga.
Biggest embarrassment the
I'm
NBA
telling
has
you,
ever
boy.
seen.
I remember that game vividly, bro.
A big slice of humble pie.
What's the relationship like right now with Devin Booker?
It's good. However, that wasn't the end. On March 5th, 2023, the rivalry was reignited as Booker and Doncic got face-to-face once more.
Fucking bullet.
After Luka missed a potential game-tying layup late in the game, Booker started to trash-talk Luka, and teammates had to separate them from fighting.
It's fine. It's just competitive game, man. It's all good. Just next time, don't wait till it's 3 seconds left to talk.
And if there's anyone in the NBA who talks
Let's be real,
the
bro.
entire game,
You want the press nigga because he was mad that he missed the layup.
and
I understand, bro.
NBA villains, a guy who gets in people's faces, trash talks, and taunts. But back in 2021, he was the one getting taunted by.
I hate when niggas treat him like he was ass. Like, yeah, he had that. He was. He's a dumb nigga, but like, He a good, he a decent role player. He ain't nothing with LeBron. We know that nigga. That's why he got embarrassed. But like the nigga is solid. Like, you know what I'm saying? He a solid player, bro. He ain't, you know what I'm saying?
Several clutch shots over Brooks. The King gave him
Nigga ain't no all-star, but he ain't no bum-ass nigga either, you feel me?
Never forgot it. 2 years later, after a game where he and several of his teammates nearly got
Niggas need to learn to shut the fuck up sometimes,
Brooks
nigga.
was in a revengeful mood.
Nah, that night was funny.
He doesn't want to go left. I was just making him go left all game. Then he would settle or he would pass the ball. But this was just a...
But this is entertaining, though, nigga. Y'all was entertained by this, bro. We was entertained by this.
The seventh-seeded Lakers advanced through the play-in to play the Grizzlies. Brooks was
We need more niggas like Dylan Brooks. We want to see beefs, nigga.
Series and knocking him out right away.
That's what makes games better. Two niggas beefing. Oh yeah, we like, you know what I'm saying, bro? Like, that's what make the NBA better, bro.
All night and helped the Grizzlies win. Brooks was again feeling himself.
I don't care. He's old.
I know them old niggas was happy when they saw Michael Jordan and the Pistons go at it. Nigga, I know niggas was, you know what I'm saying, bro? Like,
but you know, when I'm on that floor, you're just another player to me. I don't care who you are.
Brooks said with a deadpan stare, but he didn't stop there.
He's not at the same level as he was when he was on Cleveland, when he won championships, Miami.
As usual, James didn't make a comment, but instead, he made a fool out of Brooks on the floor, who got ejected after a flagrant 2 on LeBron, after which he declined to speak to the media. And in Game 4, James made several clutch baskets over Brooks, again proving that he's the last player you should trash talk to. And Dylan again refused to talk to the press. But the biggest slap in Brooks' face came in Game 6, which the Lakers won by 40 points, sending Brooks and the Grizzlies home. And after Brooks got the 40 piece he was wishing for, LeBron added insult to injury with a funny Instagram post. So it's probably better not to mess with LeBron, which Draymond Green found out the hard way, since he ended in...
all I'm going to say is, it wasn't a big L for Dylan Brooks. Because then he goes to the Rockets and get paid more. I'm just saying, though. And he, you know what I'm saying? He in Houston, too. He in Houston with more paper. I'm just saying, bro. You know, and they in Texas. That Texas shit. I'm just saying, bro. Get him a good house. I'm just saying, he ain't fully nailed. That's all I'm gonna say.
A dozen players early in his
That's all I'm going anyway. You feel me, bro?
His latest and current ongoing feud is with Rudy Gobert. Early in the
that nigga has hate for that nigga, bro. He was throwing this at the nigga the whole time this year in the playoffs.
He also received a 5-game.
I guess it was the Mavericks and the
is now a
Timberwolves.
NBA player and a part-time president of the Rudy Gobert Hate Club, as Rudy takes every single opportunity to bash Gobert inside the NBA.
This Frenchman is sitting on that podium, speaking his native language. We need to do this. You need to get a stop. Rudy Gobert is getting cooked.
And he celebrated when Doncic scored the game winner.
Niggas be talking shit about Draymond. Nigga, I'll fuck with Draymond. Draymond a real nigga. And he's a big reason why them niggas got them rings too, nigga. Stop leaving them out.
You know,
I can't guard. I mean, nobody can guard Jokic, but.
I disagree. I disagree.
Maybe Draymond needs a reminder that Jokic gave him 31 points per game on 57% shooting when he guarded him in the playoffs. And it wouldn't be surprising if Gobert got into it with...
I got nothing to defend against that, though, nigga.
There's another European center that had beef with Draymond's good friend, LeBron James. And his Cantor got into it with LeBron on several instances.
It's freedom now, nigga. It's some freedom now, nigga.
Didn't like James's comments on rookie Frank Ntilikina, suggesting that New York should
nigga
draft Dennis Smith Jr. instead. And when they faced off later that season, it was exactly Ntilikina.
I'm sorry for pausing, but as a Mavericks fan, bro, seeing Dennis Smith Jr. in that Mavericks hat, fuck, had them boys competing, man. I fuck with Dennis Smith Jr., but hey, man, Luka, you know, it's Luka though. You feel me, bro?
Cantor and Bron, who ended up in an on-court scuffle after LeBron.
Like, who really was that during those dark times as a Mavericks fan, nigga? Who remember Yogi Ferrell, nigga? Like, they talking about this nigga up next. They was talking about, like, you know what I'm saying, bro? Like,
well, I'm the king, my wife is the queen, and my daughter is the princess, so we got all three covered.
Later that season, when LeBron got ejected for the first time in his career against the Heat, Cantor immediately trolled James with his famous hashtag, Strive for Greatness. He later repeated this tweet several times whenever James had a bad game. But that wasn't the end.
Nah, this nigga's just a hater. I never knew about this either. Hold on, this nigga just a hater.
Chinese media
Yo,
platforms,
this nigga just wanted to hate on Bron.
and has tweeted money over freedom, criticizing James and his lack of involvement in social issues, something Cantor has been very vocal about, especially involving the problems in his own country.
If you want to have a real
Bro, what the fuck? Bro, I gotta do with shit going on in your country though. Nigga, like, what? Bro, like, I hate niggas like this, bro.
You know what?
Yo, I hate dumb niggas like this, bro.
You know, just come here and we can have a conversation.
Sure, I'd love to sit down and talk to him. I'm sure it's going to be a very uncomfortable conversation for him. I don't know if he's educated enough, but I'm here to educate him. And I'm here to help him because it's not about money. It's about morals, principles, and values. It's about what you stand
Yo,
for.
get this dumb shit out of my
And
face,
we
nigga.
can't talk about NBA beef without mentioning Patrick
With who?
Beverley, who had feuds with seemingly everyone.
Nah, I'm about to say, like, nigga, who you got to put? Cause, like,
Beef was with Russell Westbrook, who suffered a season-ending knee injury in the first round of the 2013 playoffs, when Beverly collided with him in an attempt to steal the ball. After this, they never saw eye to eye and got into multiple scuffles and shouting matches on the floor, and it lasted for years. In 2019, Westbrook mocked Beverly and his defensive reputation.
Pat Bev trick y'all, man.
like
Like he play defense.
he play defense.
Oh yeah, he was talking about he was first team all defense, but I didn't know what the hell he was talking about because I had 42 at the time. You know, I don't know what he talking about. Maybe he was dreaming of some. I don't know.
And I was talking, he looked up and said, "No, from garbage. I got 40 points." I'm like, "That's nice." He took 34 shots to get it.
Bro, he got a footnote, like, bro. He has 4, like, nigga, not even like 20, nigga, 40. What are you talking about, bro?
With other All-Stars.
Pat Bev, you drop 40 right now, nigga, you're throwing your shirt in the crowd, nigga, you're going crazy, nigga. Like, what are you talking about, bro?
Chris Paul and Damian Lillard.
Nah, I fuck with Pat Bev, like, he a funny nigga too, but like,
It's been going on since I was in high
you should let the niggas I fuck with be like delusional too, like.
Pat hated CP3 for years.
Niggas be tripping though.
And that energy spilled over to the NBA, most notably when he made a guest appearance on ESPN.
Man, ain't nobody worried about Chris.
Oh yeah, that shit was funny though. This was funny.
With Lillard, the beef started in the 2020 NBA bubble, when Beverly clapped over 2 of Lillard's missed free throws. He mocked Lillard's Dame Time celebration, and
He
Lillard
ugly
responded
as
on
fuck.
social media, calling him a con man, like Flip from above the rim. And
Nah, that's
Tyrese Halliburton
crazy.
shared the
Comparing
same
this nigga to
feelings
Flip
for
is
Beverly.
crazy.
In the middle of the 2024 Bucks-Pacers series, Beverly severely downplayed Halliburton's playmaking skills.
What have you seen trying to defend Halliburton in this series?
Check the numbers. I think you shoot 19% from the three.
Hallie waited to respond, and once the Pacers took care of business and defeated Beverly's Bucks, he copy-pasted Lillard's con man tweet. But Pat Bev didn't rest there, and also has feuds with Austin Reeves, JJ Redick, and lately
Con
with a
man.
reporter who didn't subscribe to his podcast.
Excuse me, I'm sorry. Before I finish. You subscribe to my pod?
Do I subscribe to you? I do not.
So you can't interview me.
Yeah, this nigga,
No
bro.
disrespect.
Yo, this nigga is throwed off, bro. He's throwed off,
And while
bro.
we're talking about sensitive people, we can't forget about Mr. Sensitive himself, Dr. Shaquille O'Neal. Even in retirement, Shaq can't stand people who stand up to him without immediately mentioning his 4 rings and other accomplishments. The newest member of the Shaq Beef Club is Shannon Sharp, but the most notable example has to be JaVale McGee.
Just for old time's sake, can you?
Yo, this nigga has hate for fucking JaVale. He got hatred for that
After he
nigga, bro.
repeatedly mocked him on Inside the NBA in his Shaq to the Fool segment, McGee responded that he's negatively impacting his career. O'Neal then
No cat, like, nigga. His whole career, he's known for just doing dumb shit on Shaq and the Fool. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
responded by calling him a bum ass, and McGee replied that Shaq was an old bastard. It got way uglier after that, with Kevin Durant stepping in to defend McGee, and it ultimately ended when Shaq's mother asked him to stop the foolishness and quit feuding with JaVale.
It didn't get out of hand, but my mother is someone who I love and respect, and she told me to stop it and don't bring it up again, so I'm not going to talk about it ever again. His name won't ever come out my mouth ever again.
Of course, Shaq's most famous.
I had to be difficult for him to do that.
Also had plenty of
How
disagreements.
many times he talked about that nigga?
Other than Shaq and Smush Parker, a teammate he disliked most was Dwight Howard, who never played or behaved up to Kobe's standards. So when he chose to sign with the Rockets in free agency, fireworks were almost guaranteed when they matched up, and Kobe didn't disappoint. After a hard foul from Dwight, Ryan exchanged a few choice words with his former center, daring him to do something.
R.P. Kobe, man.
A very similar beef happened with Jimmy Butler, who didn't like the intensity of his teammates when he was in Minnesota. After he led the young Timberwolves to their first playoff berth in 14 years in 2018, Jimmy grew unhappy with Cat and especially Andrew Wiggins. Their professionalism and playing style rubbed Butler the wrong way, and he wasn't quiet about it. Butler called Towns and Wiggins soft and constantly trashed
Niggas on some
talk,
I almost said Jackson on some Michael Jordan and shit.
Defeated Cat and Wiggins with a bunch of bench players.
You were loud, emotional, passionate.
Oh
you
man,
like to say,
niggas know about this though. Look how he looking at
like
it.
Carl Anthony
Niggas
Towns
know,
and
man.
Wiggins, that you told GM Scott Layton, you effing need me. How would you describe what happened today?
A lot of it was true.
The beef ultimately resulted in Butler's trade to the 76ers. But after he was gone, Jimmy kept talking trash to Wiggins and his brother on social media, forming a now famous phrase, keep that same energy. And Butler's
Nigga
most
said,
recent
fuck the
feud
brother
came
too?
at the expense of TJ Warren, which started in the 2020 playoffs. The pair got tangled up during the game, exchanged some heated words, after which Warren got ejected, and Jimmy blew him a kiss as he walked off the court. The tension between the pairs spilled over into the post-game press conferences, with Butler not mincing his words about his opponent.
He's not even in my fucking league, like nowhere near me. And if I was their coach, I would never put him on me ever again. He's like, no, put somebody else on me, because I'm a Taz every time we play. He's trash.
But unlike most of the players on this list who traded barbs on the floor, another recent beef
Young
mostly
T.
happened through social media, and it was between former teammates. Kyle Kuzma and Spencer Dinwiddie briefly shared a locker room with the Washington Wizards during the 2021
Wait, them niggas, these niggas
However,
beefing?
after half a season, Dinwiddie got traded to the Mavericks, and he wasted no time to talk smack about his former teammate.
Wait, so that's what this is what he do. Because when he left the Mavs and went to the Lakers, I forgot exactly what he said. But he said some other shit. So he consistently does this. Okay.
After a game against Washington, which the Wizards won after a 30-point night from Kuzma, Dinwiddie played down Kuz's big night.
They not playing for nothing for real. You know what I mean? Like at the end of the day for them, it's a showcase. They over there trying to get paid, not trying to play winning basketball.
Naturally, Kuzma was not a fan of what Dinwiddie said, so he replied on Twitter. The funny thing is, they don't play winning basketball. Kuzma wrote because the Mavs were also out of the playoff picture. But Dinwiddie didn't stop there, throwing shade at Kuzma's focus and work ethic.
I think if we look at
You on the Wizards though, bro.
and the way he approaches life.
And it's crazy because this nigga Kuzma could have the opportunity to come to the win it this year. Yeah, I think Kuzma could have. Yeah, I think it was this year, bro. Kuzma could have came to the Mavs, but he said nah. Like, but fuck it. Maybe he chasing the paper over there because I know he ain't trying to win over that shit.
You know, his priorities tend to vary, right? Like that's why he dressed the way he does. He, you know, approached basketball the way he does. But in DC, if you got three max dudes, Porzingis, Brad, and Kuz, like how you miss the playoff. Like it doesn't. None of these things make sense. You know what I'm saying? Unless your priorities aren't in order.
Of course, Kuz was quick to talk back. The Wizards and I have so much real estate on Din Shitty Island. This guy
Din
got
Shitty
signed by the
Island,
team
that's
for over
funny.
$60 million and was traded before the following season was over. What in the world have you won in this league? LOL. You've been bounced around like a basketball, my boy. And last but not least, we have another beef that had nothing to do with basketball. When D'Angelo Russell played with Nick Young on
Do I even got to stay for this, man? He snitched on him,
Lakers,
nigga.
Russell tried to prank Young by recording him when he talked about his romantic exploits.
Nigga, that ain't no prank,
Cheating on his
nigga.
fiance, Iggy Azalea.
That ain't no prank, nigga.
told my video all that.
That nigga knew what he was
Not
doing.
thinking about the
Nigga said
consequences
prank.
and foolishly believing it would all be one big ha-ha, Russell posted the video online, seriously breaching the locker room code and effectively ending Young's relationship with his fiance.
You thought you had good ones. Then you got snitched on him. You found out that Russell snitched. God, Russell.
Them niggas still
Of
beefing to
course,
this day,
that
too.
didn't sit too
They
well with
ain't-
Swaggy P or any of his teammates. The NBA is one big brotherhood, and this was a severe breach of trust. D'Angelo was outcast by Young and the rest of the NBA, and it took a while to get respect back from the league.
Yeah, he had to
Thank
go
you
to
for watching
Brooklyn.
Nonstop. And if you
Yeah,
like
but he
this
was
video,
teaming up in Brooklyn. It was like, okay. Then he went to the Mavericks. I mean, not the Mavericks, the Warriors too. Like that nigga was going everywhere, bro. But yeah, that's it. Niggas want me at something else? Comment down below. I'm out.